At SAFA, what else is new? Here's Nicole Kente. We knew it was going to come. We knew it was going to happen.
We knew it was going to come, Gareth. You're 100% correct. And when he says what else is new when there's drama at SAFA, that is one thing that is not new. So, of course, Danny Jordaan might have been re-elected as SAFA president, but South African football legends have vowed to fight tooth and nail in order to remove him from the position. Former Bafana Bafana coach Ephraim Shakes Mashaba is one of those who want to see the back of Jordaan. Now, Jordaan retained his seat with a massive 186 votes. Riali Tuaba has, who was the closest rival, claimed only 27, while Solly Mahlabeng settled for 8 votes. My colleague and sports reporter Tsepo Tobane has been following the elections the entire morning, and he joins us now for another update. I mean, TT, obviously earlier you updated us on all of these numbers in terms of Danny Jordaan now still being the president at SAFA. Of course, Shakes Mashaba, as I've just mentioned, now had a few words to share. Can you tell us more about that?
Afternoon, Nicole. Yes, the day was full of drama. As you correctly said, in the morning, especially in particular, there was drama when a number of protesters were protesting against the continuation of these elections. In fact, some of them tried to enter into the Sandton Convention Center where we are right now, but unfortunately for them, security did not allow them to enter the building. They wanted to stop the elections, but unfortunately for them, it did not happen. The elections continued. That is where we saw Danny Jordaan being re-elected and will serve a third term. Well, after the elections, after the announcement that Danny Jordaan is going to be serving a third term, we spoke to some of the legends, including former Bafana Bafana coach Shakes Mashaba, who came out strongly against the regime of Danny Jordaan. Let's take a listen to what he said.
Danny won't relax, won't, wherever they are, if they're having lunch, he's full already. He never even had a spoon of that. He knew what was actually happening. One other thing that was what disappointed me, the way he was dictating into the meeting when we came in, there's the one who was saying, take him out, take him out, take him out. And one other thing that made me feel bad, there was a lady there, sitting there, with another gentleman. I'm saying to the gentleman, "How guys, how can you allow such things to happen?" This woman used an F word, and I won't forget her face, that woman. I want to meet her and ask her, were you serious, or it was the envelope that was forcing you to say that to me? But unfortunately, I'll forgive her, because this December won't come with Danny still on this position. Forget it, please. Don't deceive yourselves, people. We are going to run a periodic kind of marches to SAFA. Make it a point that we keep on reminding him that this is not right.
So, I mean, TT, of course, we are hearing Sheikh saying that December won't come. But, I mean, in the next 6 months now, December won't come with Danny Jordaan still being in this position. Do you agree with him? Have you talked to other individuals? And why is it that you think that he's so confident that that is what's going to happen?
Well, Nicole, despite the fact that, of course, they have voted, that is, the NEC members have voted, or the SAFA regions have voted for their president, that is Danny Jordaan, the Congress is still continuing right now. In fact, they are continuing with voting for NEC members. As soon as that is concluded, that is where we'll have an opportunity to speak to Danny Jordaan. And that's going to be the first question I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him about, there's a lot of people, the likes of your Shakes Mashaba, do not want you to continue. What do you think about that? Some of the things that he said that he's not going to last until the end of the year. That's very interesting. So it's going to be interesting to see or to hear what Danny Jordaan is going to say about that, Nicole.
And when you do ask him that question, TT, please can you also ask him about his term? I mean, this is his third term. For the most part, organizations have a constitution and they have a terms of reference. And within a terms of reference, it actually notes exactly how many terms you can serve. So I am quite interested to know, with Danny Jordaan now serving a third term, what does their constitution say in terms of how long it is that he can be there? And if he is overstaying his welcome in terms of the constitution or their terms of reference, Are those documents being changed to make him happy, to suit him? I really would be interested to hear what he has to say about that. But moving over from there, we had an incident with our colleague, Hlonim Timkulu, where she was actually shoved around yesterday by one of the men there at the media conference that was being held. And I mean, what does that say when you have such officials? And as you know, gender-based violence is a huge issue. It's a huge concern in our country when a female journalist is being treated like that, and when we're being invited to, of course, give them this platform in terms of their elections. What does that say?
I mean, it's disappointing, Nicole, to say the least. I mean, in fact, not only her, but a lot of some of the journalists that came yesterday, they were manhandled. It's disappointing to see such a big organization like SAFA treating journalists like that. In fact, Nicole, just got a signal now that the president is about to address us. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going to say in terms of the way forward. What is he going to change moving forward to make sure that the state of South African football improves?
Titi, thank you so much for that. And as you've just said, you heard that the president is going to address everybody there. So we'll catch up with you hopefully soon to hear what has come out of that. And we'll keep all of our viewers updated. Gareth, back